Hey everyone, no respawns here. Hope you are grand. So this is a requested video because I get comments every single time I post, which is a dedicated video on what mods I use. This also has the added bonus of giving more time to finish Sunshine Tidings Carbon because it's taken a minute. It's taken a minute to build this up, but it is looking quite cool. So this video, is just going to be an overview of all the mods I use. I'm actually going to go through them kind of in as much detail as I can, so it won't be just a quick scan through my load order, and that also gives me more time with the Sunshine Tidings Cup, which will be done hopefully next week. So I am playing on Xbox, specifically the Xbox S. I have, whenever I build, tried to make it so that all of my mods are not using external assets, so you won't see things like retexturing or anything like that. That's kind of a bit of a hangover from the PlayStation days, but also it's because that way people on PlayStation can still replicate what I'm doing, and that's the the intent. Yes, I could make a really heavily custom asset building settlements that involve me using loads of reskins and everything, but then most people wouldn't be able to replicate pretty much all of these outside of maybe a couple of bits that I think may use a few custom assets you won't have on PlayStation. So let's just jump into it. Let's go to my mods. Keep forgetting their names as well. I'll go through them and then I'll kind of show you them in the menu. That's in the actual building menu. So the most important mod is the Unlock Settlement Objects mod, or USO base game. This is available on all platforms. The best thing is just search it. Just search USO or Unlock Settlement Objects and it will come up. There are quite a lot, as you can see. Usually quite self-descriptive what it is. Some of them you don't need them. I honestly just downloaded every single one. Andrew CX has been absolutely amazing with these, and they're just such good mods. There is one as well. There we go. So this, don't forget to get this. This was an issue I had where basically one of the menus, I think it was the themes in the decoration section, kept crashing. That is now fixed as well, and there's just loads of ones. So my recommendation is just to download all of them. So let me just quickly show you what that gives you. So that will give you, so this is what your menu is going to look like normally. So I have this as my main menu, and then I have USO integrated. This is amazing because what this does is all of this is the Unlock Settlement Object stuff, and then your other mods will be in their normal sections over here. So it just kind of sorts things out, similar to the way I've got OC Decorator and Homemaker as well, which I will get into. So Unlock Settlement Objects mod, if you've seen me build, you've seen it in this menu a million times, but it gives you access to quite a lot of stuff. I said none of it uses custom assets, so it's things existing in the game right now. It's really, really well organized, I think. Added bonus, it also has this awesome little section here, which is the tools section, which comes with various pillars and rugs which you can use, specifically the invisible rugs, which are great because you can just glitch things in without having to worry about an ugly black rug on the floor. Loads of stuff. So for example, you'll get used to the menu layout, but ostensibly it's pretty self-descriptive. You're probably going to need the DLCs for the DLC related, but I think at this point most people have them because I think when you buy the game it comes with all of them. Fences, for example, like those bits here. A few people were asking about these chain link fences there and there. You'll notice there's a bit of menu lag, so if you move around quite fast, sometimes things won't load in as quickly. There's just honestly so much stuff here. You can really just have an absolute whale of a time. A couple of things as well, like for example, just little. He's made it. There's lots of thoughts. So you got functional beds, for example. Then I've got dummy beds. The reason why this is great is because then I can put things like cushions on the dummy beds, and there's just so much. There is an absolute wealth in here, and it is also a mod that's kind of fairly well maintained, and as someone who is very bad at maintaining their own mods, I respect Andrew for all of the work they've done for the community. So that's probably the most important mod. You can just leave it there, to be honest. But obviously there are loads of others, which I will show you now. So I'm also going to show this because keep going into the menu because people also ask me my load order, and my load order is just what I don't manage anything. So I'm gonna quickly go over it. I'll go through the load order at the end, but you'll be able to see it. So Homemaker. Now Homemaker is just one that I've got because it adds a few different bits. To be honest, I pretty much only use Homemaker for the decorations and the furniture section because all of the building section I get for USO, but it is another great mod. So, and I believe this is also on all platforms. Someone please correct me and keep me honest if I'm wrong. So it looks like this, and it's really quite prettily organised actually. What I like about this is the decorations notably. So for example, the miscellaneous section, I use quite a lot because it allows me to kind of place little bits and pieces that you don't find in USO, which is quite cool. All the little bits and pieces here, like just little stuff like desks. It goes on quite a while, and it's organised quite nicely into kind of thematic sections that kind of make sense on what would be in there. I think that's literally the only part I use of this. There is like structures and stuff, like there's in Homemaker there's lots of weirder stuff in there. So for example, as you can see, like kind of quite unique reskin stuff, some of which won't necessarily be in USO. Honestly, there's loads. I should actually start using the building section here as well. There's a few cool lights as well, which aren't in USO, though I think not many of them, some of them don't work, I think. New generators, which is quite cool. I can't place them down. One thing I did remember quite liking was the food, actually, because, oh yeah, I think it is, if I go to furniture. This was something I actually noticed. I think when I was doing... which one was it? I think it was in miscellaneous here. So I remember correctly. Yeah, so the planter snap. So we've got these little planter ones. This was something I noticed when I was doing my red rocket. And this one, they've actually made it so you can... certain things will work together. So there's lots of good stuff in here, which I really, really like. So just definitely, I'd recommend that one as well. Got traps. Oh, that's where they are. I've been trying to find those for ages. Bloody well trying to find them. They're in the Homemaker mod, everyone. The can chimes in there. Use a lot of steel though, don't they? Bloody hell. Right, so that's Homemaker. Let me show you the next one. Homemaker's good. Yes, I'm opening the menu each time, but it's grand. Literally, this is just a mod I made for myself. I really should just get rid of it because I don't even think it works, but I put that together. Scrap that settlement. It's my version of the scrapping mod. This one I have pretty much enabled all the time. As I said, load order is just as it's placed itself naturally. I've never had any issues as of right now. This one's really, really good. Oh, it just says load order critical, but again, it just automatically does it for me. The only thing you want to make note of this one is, and I've mentioned this before, but as this is my mod video, I'm going to explicitly mention it now, is that it will often interfere with the rug glitch, or the pillar glitch rather. So when you're trying to sink stuff into the ground, you'll often find there'll be collision with this mod enabled. Just because the way it works, it has to turn things into selectable objects sometimes, which then therefore interferes with collisionable objects. That means you can't place them. So if you're ever having an issue where you're sinking an item into the ground and it turns red, just disable this, do all of your, more creative pillar building, and then re-enable it, and all the stuff that you deleted will disappear. This mod that just allows me to have dog meat. Apparently this was meant to be the case. I said, yeah, a lot of evidence that he's not a true companion. So I just like this because I always feel bad not having dog meat with me. And he's all good fun. USO. There are so many USO. So many. Right, so I've got quite a few of these mods. This one, and this one. So these are... I think it doesn't actually have the creator. I think a lot of these are Aslam, but I'm not too sure. I think they are. But this gives me a lot of fortifications. This... I'll show you those now, because it might crash the video. Right, okay, let me show you. I'm going to have to go... It's a little technique I've got. So, some of these mods are buggy, right? Ever since the last big update. Now, what I'm going to do, and this is how I basically know it's not crashed. So, I'm in the main menu here. For whatever reason, it's in structures. When I scroll over to the fences, everything is going to freeze for a sec. And I think this is Aslam's junk wall, so it's going to be... There's lots of... I'll go through all of the fortification. I like these ones because there's loads of cool stuff in here. So I'm scroll over to the fence. Things will freeze for a second. It might crash. The reason why I like doing this is I like having my camera pointed at something that's moving, so I know that it's not completely frozen. So we're going to go over to it. It's going to pause. We're going to pray to all the gods. Every single... Hey, brilliant. Hasn't actually crashed in a while. Touch wood. This mod, and I think it's a collection of mods. So it's all of my... I'll show you all of them, but all of my mods which give me loads of barricades, these are great for quick stuff. A few of these, for example, I think it was these ones I used in a bit in my Sanctuary, but also in, I think it was Abernathy Farm. The stuff that you already have in other pieces, so for example the concrete. Loads of sandbags. I use these barricade pieces all the time to add a little bit more texture. If I go and like texture to my walls, probably on the other side actually. You can't really see them, but I sunk them in. I've sunk them in quite a bit. And they're really, oh, there we go. So for example there, I've got that one on the side there. We do like our blue plywood. And it gives you kind of slightly different proportioned options for stuff. I use these quite a lot actually for these bits here. Look at the side, you can see, oh hello, get out of the way, rude. Like I think, yeah, you see over there where I've done it there. Ooh. Loads of crates. They get some like quite complex stuff in here as well. So loads of bits, just good for barricading. But then these, which annoyingly I don't have any steel. I'm going to quickly scrap a load of stuff so you guys actually can see it. One sec. I'll reload, it's fine. We'll just scrap something with, god damn it. No bloody steel. I'll reload, don't worry. We'll scrap that car, that'll give us loads. And then we'll scrap a load of wood. Thank you. Me wood. There we go, okay. So this gives you loads of, like, especially in my red rocket mod, I use these quite a lot. These are great for just, I merge these with these existing walls, and it allows me to sort of add a bit of kind of junky variation. There's so much cool nonsense in here. I really like this one, weirdly enough. Show you all of them. There we go. All the bits. A lot of these stuff you'll recognise, like this one. These are actually existing assets in the game, that what they've gone and done. Some of them I think they have custom built them, but a lot of them are stuff that are actually just in the game, that they've just gone, oh, that would make a cool barricade, and they've just kind of took them out and then plopped them in the build menu. So like this little collection of stuff, like that one, I swear I've seen that one somewhere. There's loads of nonsense in here. Absolutely loads. These are great, and were actually the inspiration for my little guard posts over there. And I've also, I think my green top has those. I kind of want to use this one day, because that looks quite cool. It's like a little shack. That was the inspiration for that one there. Loads of cool nonsense. Those are really, really good. So those are those ones. I'll quickly show you. I think it's basically all of them. So this will be not a quick video because I'm just going through everything. So those are that one, that one, that one. Let me ignore that, go further, and I think it's... Do I have the Aslam's junk one? I think maybe it's back there. It must be one of those then. I always forget. Ah, workshop junk wall pack. That's also it as well. Right, let's go back up. Okie dokie. This just turns all of my provisioners into... Oh, that's open carry, so I've got two mods. This one gives all of my provisioners so they carry their weapon, so they don't have their weapon holstered. I just think it looks cooler. And this one turns all of the... is that the one? Or is that another open carry one? Oh, I've got two of the same one, I think. Fair enough. That was the one. So I've changed it. Oh, it's from Andrew CX as well. It just changes all of the Brahmin to dogs because I think it's cuter, and also they don't get stuck as much. Clear sky almost everywhere. I turn this one off while I'm playing because I like the weather, but when I'm building I have this on, otherwise it's just really annoying to record because I have to wait for the weather to clear. No respawns. I don't actually have it enabled, right? That's my home plate mod. Okay, I'll be honest with you guys. I can't figure out why it does it. This mod makes the elevator in Vault 111 go invisible, and I genuinely can't figure out why, because I've checked the mod and it's not invisible. It's not marked as disabled. I've done something. I think there might be something in home plate or somewhere. I've even like cleaned the mod up with Xedit, and it's yeah. So don't have that enabled when you start the game. Just wait when you've left. Perfect, brilliant, but it will make... You can still select the elevator, it's just invisible. This one stops Professor Goodfield. I will figure it out one day. This one just stops Professor Goodfield from disappearing. What does this one do? Oh, this one just... I think I went through and kind of got a little custom ones which sort of do a few things. Don't remember getting that one. That one's good, as I mentioned, so that's the junk one. This one's awesome. So this, and I think it's, yeah, this is a great mod. This is an awesome little mod. I love this mod. I like mods that, one, it's separate, so it's in here. And what it does is it gives me, I've got quite a few lighting mods actually, but I'll get, but this one, so I think it gives me all of these lights, but specifically, now this one, for crying out loud. All right, okay. So it gives me these little lanterns. Annoyingly, I don't have any oil on me, which is very unhelpful. So it gives me 3 different lanterns, as you can see. And it's got the on the floor ones, it's got hanging ones, and it's got ones that go on the wall. So for example, these are the ones on the floor. Do I have one that's on there? There's a hanging one right there, you can see with the little thing, so it hangs there. And then I've got one that you can't see it, but it'll actually have, it'll be able to kind of connect onto, like, go onto the wall, and it does 3 different brightnesses. So it does a normal, a dim, and a bright. It's an amazing little mod for lighting your settlements, and I love it. It's such a great little one. Right. I don't actually, as you'll see, I don't actually have many building mods, to be honest, which is probably something I need to work on. It's just that I think when I started this big run, I've periodically kind of gone, right, I kind of want something for that, and then I've gone back through. That's another Harry mod, which it didn't work, but in their defense, I think it's because neither did mine. It's a weird, the hammering in Sanctuary is really weird. You see, I've really annoyed me. OC Decorator. Okay, this is awesome. This is, I would argue, an essential mod. Many of you have it. If you don't, prepare yourself, because you're going to want to pick up all your junk. OC Decorator, also good icon, can recommend. This basically allows you to place every single junk item that you have on you or in your workshop as a static object, which means it can't be moved around. It doesn't bounce around, and it allows you to kind of do lots of decoration. There are, I think, versions of it that don't require you to actually have the physical object, like it uses like a cap or something. I prefer this version because I have to actually find the objects in the world, so I still have to go out and scavenge. So all of this stuff here is stuff I've actually found, and it's awesome. It has basically, I think, every physical thing you can ever find, including a couple of other extra bits as well. So it's done by, pretty self-explanatory, it's done by everything, so you'll have like different kind of food, and it has like cooked versions, uncooked, every single thing that you could possibly have in the game as a placeable item. It is great fun. The only bugs that I found is I think the Nuka-Cola bottles almost look like they're floating, and when I say a little bit, like I might even have one knocking around actually, they're like floating a smidgen. Yeah, there's one over there. There we go. Like, are they even? Like, I mean, they are, but I think that's actually just that surface. Like it's such a well-designed little mod. It does exactly what you want, which is just allows you to turn things that you already carry. So again, I actually physically have to own the item into something you can physically place. Also, there are a couple of custom bits, which I'm going to quickly show you now. So in the technology section, so workshop technology, they've got bits which actually you do use steel, and I can place things. It's often just stuff that are unique, so for quest-relating items. For example, you can build the distress pulsers. Loads of like fusion pulse charger. That one I actually do need it. Circuit boards. There's just loads of stuff. I use this so much. It's so much fun for decorating, as you can see here. And it means I can decorate stuff without it flying everywhere. So highly recommend OC Decorator. We're nearly at the end. I knew I couldn't do this video quickly. I was tempted to do a really quick one and just be like, oh yeah, these are the mods. Okay, later. But no, I'm going to show you everything. Everything. Then I can link this video. Right, so OC Decorator. That's part of the thing. Now, these ones, and these ones, I'm going to show you them last. I'll show them now. They don't work. Unless, I think they've not been updated for a while. I'm not going to, the menu crashes. I'm not going to show you these. Basically, it's custom decorations. They look great. The menu crashes all the time, so I just would ignore them. The posts one, I've showed this before. This is just, it might even be available other places, but I use this, again, it's because when I build so much, I use loads of little mods to do like one thing. So for example, this just gives me just the posts, and I have all the posts I'd need. And I use a lot of posts, everyone. I use a lot of posts. Big fan of that post, as you can see. Just gives me posts. All of the posts. So many posts. Actually, these are great as well. It also includes these as well. These are actually good. I used these for a few of my guard posts before. Very cool. Right. See, I don't have so many mods. It doesn't take ages to load. So, famous last words, and that's taken a while. Right. Let's keep going. Keep going. Posts. Custom vanilla assets. I don't even remember where this one is. I think some of the stuff in that is also, yeah, I've got that one. I don't know where it is. Sorry to the developer. Never found it. This is actually great. So this is the weather mod I keep enabled. That I usually have, and I think it's only, yeah, it's just these two. So when I turn clear sky off, this actually conflicts with the clear sky one. It's quite funny. It makes the night really, really dark. It's great. Really, really like this weather mod. And then I just think, yeah, so this is just the next gen compatibility patch. So yeah, those are all my mods. I don't use that many. This is the load order. I said a lot of them I've still got there, but they're not actually enabled because I've just not deleted them. The only one I would be careful about is specifically these two. You can probably skip. The junk looks quite nice, but it just crashes a lot. These three, actually. I'll probably delete those. I've just not gotten around to it. But yes, this is everything I use. I will be linking to this video in the foreseeable future. Hopefully that gave you an idea. If you have any suggestions of building mods, the big thing I ask is if you do suggest, just make sure the ones that I can actually use on my Xbox, or if I want to use PS4, just because I like to build stuff that other people can replicate, not just use the fancy mods that only PC users can have, or Xbox users can have, because I like to share my builds. The whole point of these is inspiration, and it's no point inspiring you with stuff that you can't do. Anywho, as always, follow me on the socials, link in the description. I'm on Blue Sky, no respawns, and also Instagram. I will have this. Do you want to see my path? It looks so cool. I love my path. Loves it. Oh, so good. I've been a bit lazy this past week. We've had some building work on the road outside, which meant it's that's why this video is a bit later than it should be, because I couldn't record and it was too loud. It was annoying me. They've stopped now, thankfully. So yes, hopefully going to have this done, yeah, Sunday, Monday, and then we can move on to another settlement. I'm going to be tentatively starting to look at adding some they are coming in good, non-Fallout 4 games back into the schedule soonish, I think, because I do kind of want to do videos and other things. But yes, and in about a month and a half, I will have moved to my new apartment, which means I will have good internet, which means streaming is coming back. But anywho, you guys enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll speak to you absolutely glorious bunch of reprobates soon. You take care.